In the vast, untamed corners of our world, a timeless drama unfolds. It is a story written not in words, but in instinct and survival. This is the eternal struggle between the hunter and the hunted, predator and prey. For as long as life has breathed on this planet, this delicate yet powerful dance has been performed. It's really a fundamental rhythm of nature, a cycle of life and death that shapes every creature, every landscape. There is no good or evil here, only the relentless drive to live, to see another dawn. This is the raw, unfiltered essence of the wild. The rules are simple and unforgiving. Energy is the currency of this kingdom, and every calorie is precious. For the predator, a successful hunt means life, the strength to continue, to raise its young. A failed attempt means hunger, weakness, and a step closer to its own demise. For the prey, every moment is a test of awareness, a challenge of speed and endurance. A single misstep, a moment of distraction, can be its last. This is not a choice, but a necessity, a role assigned by millions of years of evolution. We look upon these events with a sense of awe, and perhaps a touch of sadness. But to see only the struggle is to miss the greater truth. This is a system of perfect balance. The predator culls the weak and the sick, ensuring the strength and health of the herd. The prey, in its constant vigilance, sharpens the skills of the hunter. Each one is a sculptor, shaping the other into a more perfect form for its role. It is a relationship not of hate, but of profound primal connection that underpins the health of the entire ecosystem. So let us journey into these wild realms. Let us witness this ancient dance with respect and wonder. We will travel from the sun-scorched plains to the dense, whispering forests. We will observe the moments of breathtaking tension, the displays of incredible power, and the desperate bids for freedom. Here, in the heart of nature, we can see the most fundamental story of all. A story of survival, of sacrifice, and of the unyielding pulse of life itself beating strong against the odds. Our journey begins on the Great Plains of Africa. A vast, golden sea of grass stretches to the horizon, rippling under a sky of the deepest blue. The air is warm and heavy, carrying the scent of dry earth and distant rain. Acacia trees, their flat tops like lonely sentinels, dot the landscape, offering fleeting pockets of shade. The silence here is deceptive. It is not an emptiness, but a quiet filled with a million tiny sounds. The buzz of an insect, the rustle of a lizard in the dry grass, the distant call of a bird. This is the stage, a grand arena where the drama of life is played out every day. The sun climbs higher, its heat beating down relentlessly upon the land. The light is sharp and clear, making every detail stand out. You can see the gentle sway of individual blades of grass stirred by a warm breeze that offers little relief. In the distance, a shimmering heat haze distorts the horizon, making the world seem dreamlike and unreal. This immense space offers freedom, but also offers no place to hide. For the creatures that live here, visibility is both a blessing and a curse. It is a world of open chances and open dangers. As the day wears on, the inhabitants of this great stage begin to move. Herds of wildebeest, their dark forms a stark contrast to the golden grass, graze peacefully. Their low grunts and the sound of their chewing create a constant, gentle rhythm. Zebras, their black and white stripes a dazzling puzzle, stand close together, their tails flicking away persistent flies. They are alert, their ears swiveling to catch any sound that is out of place. They know that in this beautiful open landscape, Danger can appear in the blink of an eye. This is a world governed by the sun and the seasons. The availability of water and fresh grass dictates the movement of millions of animals in a great annual migration. They follow the rains, their instincts guiding them across hundreds of miles of perilous territory. Rivers swell, plains turn green, and for a short time there is abundance. But the predators follow too. They are an inseparable part of this journey, a shadow that walks alongside the great herds, waiting patiently for the moment to act. The stage is set. Deep within the tangled branches of a sausage tree, a leopard waits. She's the master of stealth, a ghost in the dappled sunlight. Her coat, a beautiful mosaic of golden rosettes, blends perfectly with the leaves and shadows. She is almost invisible. Below her, a lone impala has wandered away from its herd, drawn by a patch of particularly lush grass. It is unaware of the danger lurking just above. The leopard is completely still, her body low and tense. Only the tip of her tail twitches, betraying the immense power coiled within her muscles. The wind is in her favor, carrying the impala's scent to her, but carrying her scent away from it. She has chosen her position with expert care. Every detail has been considered. The height of the branch, the direction of the breeze, the position of the sun. Patience is her greatest weapon. She can wait like this for hours, a statue of focused intent. Her gaze never leaves her target. She watches its every move, learning its rhythm, waiting for the perfect moment of distraction. The world seems to hold its breath. The chirping of birds has faded, and a deep silence has fallen over this small patch of woodland. Slowly, with a liquid grace that defies her powerful build, she begins to descend. She moves from one branch to another without making a sound. Each paw is placed with absolute precision. She is like a drop of water flowing down the tree, silent and inevitable. The impala, still grazing, suddenly lifts its head. It has sensed something, a subtle shift in the atmosphere. Its large dark eyes scan the surroundings, its ears twitching, but it sees nothing. The leopard freezes instantly, becoming one with the bark of the tree. The impala, reassured, lowers its head to eat once more. That is the moment. In a blur of explosive power, the leopard launches herself from the lower branch. The air splits with a sudden, terrifying rush. For a fraction of a second, she seems to fly, a golden arrow aimed at her target. The impala reacts instantly, leaping away in a desperate bid for freedom. But the leopard is too fast, too close. Her claws find their mark, and the chase is over almost before it has begun. The silence returns, but it is now a heavy, profound quiet. The ancient dance has reached its swift and brutal conclusion. We move now to a different world, a world of water and stone. A great river cuts through the landscape, its currents powerful and deep. The water is murky, hiding the dangers that lie beneath its surface. Along the banks, the vegetation is thick and green, a stark contrast to the dry plains beyond. The air here is cool and damp, filled with the constant low roar of the flowing water and the calls of kingfishers. This river is a source of life, drawing animals from miles around to drink. But it is also a place of great peril, a boundary that must be crossed with extreme caution. On the bank, a Nile crocodile lies perfectly still. It looks like a half-submerged log, ancient and unmoving. Only its eyes, cold and reptilian, are visible above the water, watching and waiting. It is a creature born of a different time, a living fossil armed with immense power. Its stillness is its greatest deception. Beneath the water, its massive body and powerful tail are ready to explode into action. The crocodile has been waiting here for days, conserving its energy. knowing that sooner or later thirst will bring prey to its domain. A herd of zebras approaches the river's edge, nervous and hesitant. They can smell the water, and their thirst is powerful, but their instincts scream of danger. They move back and forth, calling to each other with anxious whinnies. The young and inexperienced are eager to drink, but the older, wiser members of the herd hold them back. They know this crossing point. They know what can lie hidden in the brown water. The tension is palpable. The sound of the rushing river seems to grow louder, masking any other sound. Finally, one zebra, driven by unbearable thirst, takes the risk. It steps cautiously into the shallows, lowering its head to drink. Others follow its lead, and soon the riverbank is crowded with drinking animals. The crocodile has not moved. It waits for the right target, the one that strays just a little too far into the deeper water. Then, with a speed that is shocking for a creature of its size, it strikes. The water erupts in a violent spray as the crocodile lunges forward, its immense jaws closing with incredible force. The herd panics, scattering in all directions, their cries of alarm echoing across the river. The afternoon sun casts long shadows across the savannah. The heat of the day is beginning to fade, and a cool breeze stirs the tall grass. This is the hunting hour. A cheetah, the fastest land animal on Earth, sits atop a termite mound, her slender body a silhouette against the setting sun. Her sharp eyes scan the vast plains, searching for a potential meal. Unlike the leopard, she does not rely on stealth alone. Her advantage is pure, breathtaking speed. Her body is a marvel of specialization, built for the explosive chase. She spots her target, a young Thompson's gazelle grazing at the edge of its herd. It is healthy and alert, a difficult quarry. The cheetah slips down from her vantage point, her movements low and fluid. She uses the contours of the land and the patches of taller grass to conceal her approach, getting as close as possible before the chase begins. Every step is calculated. She knows that her incredible speed comes at a price. She can only maintain it for a very short time. The chase must be short and decisive. Suddenly, the gazelle looks up, its senses screaming danger. It sees the cheetah, and in an instant it is gone, bounding away in a series of high, stiff-legged jumps. The chase is on. The cheetah explodes into motion, her long legs devouring the ground. Her flexible spine arches and straightens. Her tail acts as a rudder, allowing her to make sharp turns at incredible speed. The sound is of the wind rushing past, and the frantic pounding of hooves and paws on the dry earth. The two animals are a blur of gold and white against the green and yellow landscape. The gazelle is incredibly agile, zigzagging desperately to shake off its pursuer. The cheetah matches it turn for turn, her focus absolute. It is a contest of endurance against speed, agility against power. The distance between them closes, inch by agonizing inch. In a final, desperate burst of acceleration, the cheetah draws alongside the gazelle. With a sweep of her paw, she hooks its back leg, sending it tumbling to the ground. The chase, which lasted less than a minute, is over. The plains fall silent once more, bathed in the soft light of dusk. As darkness falls, a different world awakens. The sounds of the day are replaced by the calls of the night. The whoop of a hyena, the deep grunt of a lion, the chirping of crickets. The moon rises, casting a pale silver light over the landscape. The hunts we have witnessed are not endings, but transitions. They are vital moments in a much larger story. The energy from the fallen prey is now transferred to the predator, giving it the strength to survive, to hunt another day, to feed its own young. waiting in a hidden den. This is the great unending circle of life. Nothing is wasted in nature. Scavengers like hyenas and vultures will soon arrive to clean the remains. They are the essential cleanup crew of the savannah, ensuring that every last bit of energy is recycled back into the ecosystem. What they leave behind will be broken down by insects and bacteria, enriching the soil. From this enriched soil, new grass will grow, providing food for the herds. The impala and the gazelle that fell today will, in this way, nourish the generations that follow. We watch these events and feel the raw power of nature. It can seem cruel, but it is a system of profound and delicate balance. Each life and each death has a purpose. The predator is not a villain, and the prey is not a victim. They are partners in the grand, intricate web of life, each playing a crucial and irreplaceable role. The strength of the wolf is the pack, but the strength of the herd is also in the wolf that keeps it strong. This interdependence is the secret to the resilience of the wild. And so, the ancient dance continues, as it has for millennia, and as it will for millennia to come. In every corner of the globe, from the frozen tundra to the deepest oceans, this story is repeated. It is a testament to the enduring power of life, in all its beautiful, terrifying, and awe-inspiring forms. By witnessing it, we are reminded of our own place within this great interconnected world. We are reminded of the majesty of wildlife and the preciousness of the balance that sustains us all.